What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with today's update, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to stay up to date every single day here on YouTube with all the latest City transfer news, then make sure you have subscribed. It is free to subscribe. We're now less than 500 subs away from my aim of 45,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description along with my email if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. We're aiming for 600 likes, and don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Finally, this video is sponsored and brought to you by Kitbag, where you guys can go and check out the Manchester City Club World Cup kits which have been released. You can go and check them out. Links and details, they are in the description. So we're going to crack on with this video. We've got no contract news. We're going to dive straight on in with the outs, and we've got the very latest on James McAtee. Now, BILD over in Germany have said that Manchester City have moved on their asking price for James McAtee, which was set at 20 to 25 million pounds. Apparently his asking price is now 20 million euros rather than 20 million pounds, so we're looking at 16.93 million pounds. James McAtee has 1 year left on his Manchester City contract as of right now. No talks are underway to extend his contract right now, I do believe, and BILD over in Germany have said that both Bayer Leverkusen and VfB Stuttgart, who were all interested in signing James McAtee, say that the price is considered to be too much at 16.93 million pounds, and because of that have cooled their interest. I do believe that Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany are still interested and are keen on making a move. James McAtee is keen on a move to Germany this summer. If it isn't to be a move to Germany, I imagine he would be staying in England and staying in the Premier League. We know that Nottingham Forest and Wolverhampton Wanderers, along with Tottenham Hotspur, have been linked with making a move for James McAtee as well. So we will see what does happen with regards to that. Now, moving on, we've got the latest on Jack Grealish. Ben Jacobs has said that Everton and Tottenham Hotspur are the teams that are most interested in signing Jack Grealish this summer. Everton can't afford his wage, so they're only interested in a loan deal where Manchester City would be covering a percentage of his wage. Newcastle want keeping up to date with the same deal with regards to that alone, where Man City would be helping out in terms of his wage. It remains to be seen as to whether Tottenham Hotspur want to explore a loan deal or a permanent transfer, but I do imagine if Spurs are keen on making a permanent transfer, that would make them front runners when it comes to signing Jack Grealish. We have no word on interest coming in from Saudi Arabia. We know that Napoli are keen, but again, they've got that wage problem with Jack Grealish asking for over £300,000 a week, which is, of course, his wage at Manchester City. Now, Ben Jacobs says that Manchester City want £50 million for Jack Grealish this summer. This is a player who turns 30 years old in September. He's got 2 years left on his Manchester City contract and earns £300,000 a week as well. As far as I'm concerned, if Hugo Viana manages to get a permanent sale for Jack Grealish and manages to get £50 million in the fee as well, then we should just go and erect his statue right now outside the Etihad Stadium, because I just cannot see that happening. Now, the Sun have said that Bayer Leverkusen would like to bring in Jack Grealish this summer, and they see Jack Grealish as the perfect Florian Wirtz replacement. BILD, however, in Germany have said that Bayer Leverkusen are not interested. They've debuffed that query that's come in from the Sun and said that Jack Grealish isn't of interest to Bayer Leverkusen. And I was thinking about this Jack Grealish situation before, and I'm quite surprised that Chelsea aren't being linked with Jack Grealish. He stinks of signing for Chelsea as far as I'm concerned, but hey, what do I know? And here we are. Now, moving on to the ends, we've got some new coaches for Manchester City. Firstly, Pep Lijnders. He has officially been unveiled as Pep Guardiola's new assistant at Manchester City. He is, of course, the former assistant manager under Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool and the former RB Salzburg manager as well. So I wanted to warmly welcome Pep, who's going to be working alongside Pep Guardiola. So we've got two Peps working together with each other. Wishing Pep the very best of luck here. And another coach that's been added to City's backroom staff is James French. This has officially been announced by Manchester City as well. He joins from Liverpool. He was an analyst there. However, he's going to be an analyst specialising in set pieces at Manchester City. So a new set piece coach for Manchester City. And hopefully this will pay dividends, because Man City's set pieces over the last season or so, since hiring a specialist set piece coach, just hasn't really worked wonders for City. so hopefully this will be the case. Now moving on, we've got the very latest on Marcus Bettinelli, the 33-year-old English homegrown goalkeeper from Chelsea, previously from Chelsea, because Marcus Bettinelli at 3 p.m. BST today was formally announced by Manchester City as a new City player. He signs a 1-year contract. I presume it's going to be a 12-month rolling contract, just like Scott Carson, who Marcus Bettinelli will be replacing here. So I wanted to warmly welcome Marcus to Manchester City and wishing him the very best of luck here as well. And the Manchester Evening News have confirmed that Manchester City have paid Chelsea a small fee to make this transfer happen. It's a transfer that's materialised literally over 24 hours, and Manchester City do have it about them about just springing on some transfers from literally nowhere and in a short period of time making transfers happen. Bettinelli was always a pretty straightforward transfer. I presume he was happy to make the move back up to Manchester after previously spending some time on loan at Accrington Stanley. So yeah, welcoming Bettinelli to Manchester City, and we'll see if he does end up at some point maybe getting some appearances for Manchester City. I'm hoping that we can keep our first and second choice keeper fit, that we don't have to see Bettinelli and something's gone wrong in terms of injuries if we do see Bettinelli on the pitch for Manchester City. But if that does come to it, you need that insurance there, and Bettinelli is that insurance for Manchester City, and of course got to be homegrown too, so ticking another box in that homegrown quota, and a homegrown goalkeeper replacing another homegrown goalkeeper. Welcome Bettinelli. I have already done my announcement video on that. If you do want to go and check that out on my channel, it is the last video that I did upload. Now moving on, we'll speak about another goalkeeper. I want to speak about an update on Joan Garcia, and we can rule him out from joining Manchester City now, as the Spanish goalkeeper is set to sign a new 5-year contract at Barcelona, and he's set to sign for them from Espanyol for his release clause set at around £21 million. Manchester City were being linked previously this summer. Manchester City were happy to make a move for him. They're happy to release that clause as well. But it seems like Garcia has made his choice, and he doesn't want to move to England, because I know both Chelsea and Newcastle were being linked with a move for him. He wants to stay in Spain and instead going to be going to Barcelona. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, moving on, we've got the very latest on Rayan Ait-Nouri, and at 6 p.m. BST yesterday, Manchester City announced their first summer signing. Rayan Ait-Nouri joining from Wolverhampton Wanderers for an initial fee of just under £32 million. Signs a 5-year contract until 2030, so I wanted to warmly welcome Rayan to Manchester City and wishing him the very best of luck here. Again, just like with Bettinelli, I've done my announcement video if you do want to go and check that out, where I discuss in more detail about what Ait-Nouri could bring to Manchester City, so do go and check that out if you haven't done so already. So moving on, we've got the very latest on Rayan Cherki, the 21-year-old attacking midfielder and winger from Olympique Lyonnais over in France, or Lyon. Now, L'Equipe have said that Lyon want an attacking player on loan from Manchester City. They do hold an interest in James McAtee, but with him having 12 months left on his Manchester City contract, a loan there cannot be done unless he does sign a new deal, which I do believe talks aren't ongoing about him signing a new contract. He wants a permanent exit away from Manchester City, so I cannot see that being the case, and Man City wanted to turn their nose up at a potential £15-20 million for a player. So if they're looking for an attacking player on loan from City, really it only leaves Claudio Echeverri, who Lyon are keen on bringing in. Apparently they were keen on Oscar Bob, and that question did get asked, but Lyon regarded that as too difficult to get him on loan from Manchester City. Anyway, that's in technical details of that transfer. In terms of an update on the actual transfer, Fabrizio Romano has said that all paperwork has now been exchanged. It's a €36 million transfer fee with €6 million in add-ons, so that's £30.42 million as the upfront fee, with just over £5 million in add-ons, taking the deal up to £35.49 million in total, with a 15% sell-on clause included on this transfer, which would be 15% on any profit made by Manchester City. And L'Equipe have said that Rayan Cherki this afternoon has signed his Manchester City contract. His medical is all done and dusted. This transfer is considered done now. It just needs Manchester City to announce the signing of Rayan Cherki, so that could come at any point. Now moving on, we've also got an update on Tijjani Reijnders, because it's very much the same situation with regards to him as it is with Rayan Cherki now. With everything being done and dusted, it all just needs formally announcing by Manchester City. I am expecting Tijjani Reijnders to be announced before Rayan Cherki, so I'm expecting Reijnders to be announced at some point today, probably between 5 and 7 p.m. BST. probably 6 p.m, just like City did in yesterday's transfer with Rayan Ait-Nouri. And they're doing that because it's all about marketing for Manchester City. So they've obviously, the media team's gone to a lot of effort to create the announcement, videos, their interviews, the YouTube videos, and everything that needs to be uploaded with a transfer. And when it is a big transfer and a lot of money's been spent by Manchester City, Man City want to make a big deal out of the transfer. So they've not made too much of a big deal out of Bettinelli because it's not a big transfer. They've made a big deal out of Ait-Nouri because it is a big transfer. Tijjani Reijnders is a big transfer. So it needs traction. It needs algorithm. Manchester City want to be able to make money. City are very good at making money, and to be able to make money when it comes to posting media content, the best way to go about that is giving it enough time to be able to get that algorithm, to get them clicks, to get people viewing and watching. If Man City announced Tijjani Reijnders, for example, at 5 p.m, and then Man City decide 30 minutes later to announce Rayan Cherki, then that just kind of kills all the momentum from Tijjani Reijnders, because all anyone will care about is Rayan Cherki being brought in, because that's the latest player to have been brought in. And quite frankly, Tijjani Reijnders is old news. It's 30 minutes ago. So Man City will give that Tijjani Reijnders announcement enough time to get that traction for them to get or maximise the money that is to be made from their media team in terms of Tijjani Reijnders. And of course, the appreciation has to be shown by the City fans as well about how much effort has gone into making these announcements as well. So that's what City will do with Tijjani Reijnders, which I'm expecting to come tonight. I would be surprised if we've got Rayan Cherki tonight as well. I think City will have everything all sorted, all contracts exchanged, all paperwork sorted. The player will even be registered as well. It's literally just about waiting for the player to be announced, and I reckon they'll probably go with tomorrow for Rayan Cherki to be announced by Manchester City, as long as they've got all the paperwork and everything submitted in time for the 7 p.m. deadline today, which, by the way, the transfer window does shut today at 7 p.m. BST for the next 6 days. It won't reopen until June 16th, when City can next announce another signing. Yeah, that's what City will be working on towards. So it's all about getting these players sorted in time for the Club World Cup. Tijjani Reijnders is a completed transfer. It's done. It just needs announcing. Same with Rayan Cherki as well. The transfer's done and dusted now. It just needs announcing by Manchester City. I'm expecting Reijnders today and probably Rayan Cherki tomorrow. I might be wrong, but that's my theory here with how City are looking at things when it comes to the City media side and also the marketing reasons as well. So, yeah, it's all about patience. It's coming. The transfers are done, and that's all that is important. So that has been today's transfer update. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We are aiming for 600 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Remember, daily Man City transfer updates for you guys to enjoy. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. Aiming for 45k subscribers, now less than 500 subs away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too. Go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out Kitbag, where remember you can go and check out the Club World Cup shirts for Manchester City, which are now available. Links and details there in the description. And a big thank you to Kitbag for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see you all religiously tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update, or of course if we have another announcement video, to which case that will be out as soon as the transfer has been announced, which I reckon will be Tijjani Reijnders, might be Rayan Cherki, might be seeing a lot of JSGC today. Who knows? We'll wait and see. So happy JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.